Agriculture remains the backbone of Uganda's economy, employing over 70% of the population both directly and indirectly, and contributing significantly to the country's GDP. Despite its importance, the sector is facing mounting challenges, particularly around food insecurity and market inaccessibility, issues that have sparked urgent calls for policy implementation and infrastructure reform. These concerns have been at the heart of the 13th National Forum on Agriculture and Food Security, held today at Protea Hotel in Kampala, organized by the Economic Policy Research Center. The event has brought together farmers, researchers and policymakers to evaluate the state of agriculture and explore solutions to persistent problems threatening the national food security.
Getting you, the mics are also here as
Florence Nachito, a farmer from Butambala district, delivered a heartfelt testimony about the obstacles local farmers are enduring, including failure to get their produce to markets due to poor road networks, and because of this, many farmers are resorted to importing food items from Kenya and Tanzania, a recent trend that's hurting the economy.
We are well known for Jenga. What lets you know that you are in Butambala is when you reach a place called Chabadaza and you see piles of Jenga by the roadside, okay? Whether it is raining or shining, the piles are there, waiting for somebody to take them to Tanzania. What is that? Infrastructure. Otherwise, this would be somewhere in a store. And what happens if this buyer does not turn up from Tanzania because of the delays, because of the bad roads and the rest? However, at this point, I want to give credit to the government. The roads are there. But where is the challenge? Market infrastructure.
ERP's representative Elizabeth Birawa, who spoke on behalf of the executive director Dr. Sarah Sewanyana, has noted that farmers lose a significant portion on their produce due to poor road conditions that delay transport and reduce shelf life. The EPRC has now urged the government to increase the budget for road maintenance and invest in structured market systems to ease access for farmers.
Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, access to food is a fundamental right. Without it, the cycle of poverty deepens, as one World Food Programme official recently noted. This truth manifests strongly with Uganda, as the National Population and Housing Census shows that 44% of households in Uganda are food insecure.
Over 44% of Ugandan households are food insecure, and about 30% face severe food insecurity, according to the latest report by UBOS of the 2024-2023. This is mainly due to inefficient food distribution channels, inadequate road infrastructure, and poor harvest food waste. Dr. Henry Opolot, the Commissioner of Agriculture, Extension Services and Skills Management at the Ministry of Agriculture and More Industry and Fisheries, representing the Ministry of Agriculture at the event, has acknowledged the challenges and confirmed that the ministry is partnering with the Ministry of Works and Transport to prioritize rural development.
To achieve meaningful food security, our intentions must be holistic, therefore. This means going beyond production to tackle post-harvest handling challenges, access to markets, nutrition education, food distribution, and climate resilience. Reliable road and market infrastructure is central to this kind of strategy.
A representative from the Ministry of Works and Transport has presented a breakdown of government plans, stating that over 682 billion has been allocated in the financial year 2025-2026 national budget for the construction of national roads, with a strong emphasis on agriculture producing areas.
Masco emphasized the other funding, like the 1 billion to each local government and close to 500 billion under the road fund, including 41 billion for the transitional road infrastructure. There are a number of other small budgets, like for example the RTI, which is the rural transport infrastructure, and that one also receives about 10 billion almost on an annual basis, and it is selectively given, especially focusing on those districts that have challenges as far as community accessibility is concerned.
With food security now under threat in Uganda, experts say the time for action is now. Without strategic investment and policy support, the backbone of Uganda's economy may continue to fracture under the weight of neglect. Naomi Namsoke for NST.